They have knifed for the sides, and it seems that Chiefs are going to be starting on the CT side this time. Order, well, T side. Let's see if they can get the ball rolling.
That a utility on Imagine here. Pretty fast group up in towards lobby. And look at this push out from Chiefs straight through radio. Trades go back and forth, and Chiefs, they're caught in between a rock and a hard place, trying to fall back, but baited straight into the crossfire. Blitz in the perfect position.
Oh, and look at the bomb, Pilly. Look at the bomb. It's straight in the crossfire as well, so Order have a huge amount of work to do to try and retrieve it as well.
Texture as well is just walking around in towards that hard area. May catch one of these players off guard if he finds the right timing to push lobby. In's going to go on a bit of an adventure, knowing that obviously there is a lot of players in towards that radio area, which means that rotations, particularly with the bomb down, have probably come out from the other parts of the map, and that might create a little bit of an opening for him to find a passage down towards ladder base, or in this case, he's going towards Megaton.
You can see that the Chiefs, they're just trying to find the best setup possible right now. You've got Zeusy covering the flank there over towards Hell, but oh, look at the decision-making from Int. He's got 50 seconds remaining. But, oh, did someone break the top glass at the same time? They don't seem to be aware. It looks like that seems to be the case. Emag, he's done it. That is ridiculous. Ints, oh, the trigger discipline. He's going to get more than one here, although at the back of ramp, he's spotted by Blitz. No! Oh, that could have been huge, but Ints just waited too long. Didn't see Blitz up on the boost. Emag now trying to get the entries. 30 seconds remaining. Blitz still trying to be fought for. Emag holding close. Oh, but Zeusy will take down Hatton as well. Up to Texter versus Emag. Emag, one bullet or two, maybe. I don't even know. 20 seconds. Smoke goes down. Can he get it planted? Looks like he's going to go for the base instead, but Texter makes the read. And what an exciting way to start off the map. But Chiefs on the CT side taking the pistol and starting off strong.
Pretty important for them to do so because they want to get their utility going nice and early. Have a bit of a tech pause out. CT side of Nuke can be a little bit rougher if you do lose the pistol and then try to go for that third round buy where you have like Augs and low utility. Don't have those mollies to be dropping on hut or to be putting off those outside wall of smokes or even holding that ramp room. So many key positions where you rely on utility to shut down certain plays from the Ts on Nuke.
But that as well, that's why you see that force buy into the second a lot of the time. So when you do get to the fourth round, you have that extra utility just to hold.
Have a pretty good shot at winning that second round as well if you do force.
Yeah.
Plenty of closer angles on Nuke that you can exploit with those pretty overpowered pistols, the CZs, the 5.7s.
Oh, he spotted him too. He spotted him at the last second, but Blitz too sharp on that USP. Text a great decision making to close out the pistol. But here we are in the second, and as you can see, Order, they are going to go for the save and look to buy into the third, giving themselves a lot more firepower than a force here in the second. We've only got the M4 there, and everyone else on SMGs for the Chiefs, looking for the close range engagements up against, what, 1 Deagle and 4 Glocks. Definitely should favour the Chiefs, looking good, but there's the dink. Blitz down to 27, the swing around the corner, the air strafe looking nice, but unfortunately Ali couldn't capitalise off the style points.
We'll still give him the style points, so good old surf on the side of the roller door. Nice movement from the man.
Extra momentum. And a good read, just going for those USPs, trying to find headshots. Patsy boy making a lot of noise going to Annex, but Tux with the flank. Oh, he's gone up the ladder. Look at this. Everything covered. Zeusy happy to just get the 2-tap there onto Ints. And, well, Chiefs off to a great start. 2 in a row as Order buy up into the third. And I believe we are going to see the bonus round coming out now. Blitz. He's got that AWP in hand, but everyone else still holding what they had in the previous 3 SMGs, which definitely can work. But it is a big risk.
There's certain angles on Nuke where you can really make those SMGs work. Order. They're just going to take things nice and slow. Prodding towards outside with 2 of their players, holding radio and holding lobby. Waiting for Chiefs to get aggressive somewhere and potentially make some kind of mistake that will make their job that much easier. Doesn't look like Chiefs is giving it to them though. Afternoon with the early rotate down secret. Wall of smoke's being expended on towards outside. See if Zeph and Imagine are going to start to make their way down lower. Looks like everyone grouping up towards this area. Nice gap in the smoke could be used to perfection by Texter. Double man spray down.
I'd call that perfection as well. Offnu finding hats as well. Ali, well, bit of a charity frag. Managing to take Offnu down, but the round should be won as long as Chiefs are in the right positions here. crossfire still going to be held at ramp. No, actually, it's Tux left up there. Zeusy, he's made his way over towards bloody heaven. So we'll see if the right decisions are made by order. Ali slowly but surely making his way over to Secret. Ints going to jiggle every angle. Tux, nice angle here up on boost, but now he's just going to hide. Ints couldn't quite spot him. Still going to work it. There's the info, but Tux got another molly. Great positioning. Ints goes aggressive and catches Tux with a nade in hand. So just like that, with 20 seconds remaining, Order back in the round. Blitz though with the AWP. He's going to go down to Ali. The crab walk too strong. And we're back to a 2v2. Molly in defense as well. Texter beats it though, only taking a single HP of damage. One Harry Potter. Look at that. Ints with the cover. Texter looking the wrong way. Ali's managed to find himself that AWP as well, but the push coming in from Zeusy trying to isolate the 1v1s, but it's Ali to clutch it, and I pretty much wrote Order off there in what was, I think it was a 2v5 before Ali got that first pick on Secret. But they've made it work. Ints and Ali, the dream team.
These two men stepping up for Order. And that's a never a round that they should have been allowed to win. It's going to put Chiefs in a terrible position in terms of the money. They're going to try and buy up into this one, but it's not looking fantastic for them. Blitz in particular having to go down to the 5-7.
Big damage done by a nade there. Hats 59 HP from that one. Emag not able to make it all the way to Secret, as Texter denies him the cross through the smoke. Yet again, the criminal. Great defense without seeing the opponents. Two men towards uppers, two men towards ramp. And just that one man down towards Secret. Expecting that push to have already come in, but Order just biding their times, looking to take fights here at Outers. It seems that Zeusy, he wanted that information there. He doesn't want to walk out, knowing that Ali still has that AWP in hand. Drop comes off of Annex as well, looking for the engagement. That Famous tapping away, but the inaccuracy after the first bullet is going to be too much, and Chiefs, they don't get that frag. Although Zeusy goes for a second attempt, he will come out with 17 HP and a kill on the board. It's a 3v5, and Order have a lot of decisions to make here.
I'm still at the back of lobby with 40 seconds to go. Looks like Ali's going to go back for that one. Ints leaving the ramp room and Hat's just walking in towards heaven, so they're going to come out upper, and if they get a clean one in towards Texter here, and Zeusy.
Oh, shot from Hats. They know that Zeusy should be around. There's the position compromised. 20 seconds to get the bomb on the site though. Ali finds one through the door on a blitz. He's looking for more, knowing there's a man towards uppers. His other teammate has fallen down. Looking for the wallbang. 10 seconds. Goes for the Mag 10. He can't find the right weapon, and he's going to be caught between a rock and a hard place. Gets the shot through the bloody hole. It's Squeaky. And now he's going to try and save 6 HP on Tux and 17 on Zeusy. They're happy to keep their guns alive as well and put another round on the board. AWP still in play for Order, but do they bother forcing with it?
Probably not. Particularly because Ali's money is pretty decent still. 1,500.
Couple of pistols.
Grab
That's
some
the
pistols
call.
around the AWP.
See if they can get any extra free guns from the couple of P250s.
Every kill is really important for Order. Chiefs' economy is looking pretty low.
On the seesaw. Back and forth. But how's your father? How
Pretty
is he,
good,
by the
thanks.
way?
Yeah,
He's
good, thanks.
Good?
Yep.
Good.
What about you?
Yeah, he's alright. Pretty good himself. Anyway, a bit of a stalemate here as Order still deciding what they want to do. Emag stuck on the short side. Looks like we are going to see a potential couple of men swinging over towards ramp in just a moment. Ali still waiting to try and find anything with that AWP. Let's see if he gets on the line. Can't quite connect, but there's the information. Flash comes in. No T's blind, although off new. Perfect position. Gets the 3K spray down. Then Zep with that P250 looking very sharp. AWP still in play on Ali as well. Smoke comes out, so the wrap can't come around. And there's only one man down towards lowers at the moment. That seems to be Texter making his way towards control room. Zep aware, but that Molotov will force him to get aggressive. Ali gets the trade. Still winnable now for Order. Swaps over to the AK. See if he can make it work. One smoke and the bomb in hand. But Blitz in the corner. Oh, will he be checked? Zeusy covering the flank there as well. There's the 1v1. Ali pulls the knife out, though, and he's not going to expect this at all. That is the round in the bag for the Chiefs. But look at how much damage has been done to their economy.
Exactly right. Only one alive at the end of that one. AWP was retained for the Chiefs, though. Or picked up, rather, off Alistair. But just like you said, the amount of damage that came out from Order there, that's potential reset for Chiefs in this next round, and that's going to allow Order, if they do win it, to really start to get a lot of T rounds on the board.
All speculation, though, until it happens, but it looks like Ofnu, very aggressive at Outers. He's going to draw first blood. He's now stuck in a very rough position. He may go straight through the smoke for the trade, and he's going to catch Texter off, knowing that someone else is there quite low. Then will be Ofnu, but look at the lurk from Tux. He just doesn't find the angle. Zeph at the ready, expecting aggression. The man just flicking around, trying to cover all bases. But there's now a 3v3, and Order in these situations have been making some really good decisions. Now with the extra firepower as well, you've got Zeusy down on the MP9, so that's definitely not favouring the Chiefs at all. Zeph all the way through control room. Expecting a CD to be somewhere on the site. It's still lurking at the top of ramp, waiting for the flank to come in, and it looks like there's going to be the engagement. Zeusy comes out on top, though. Zep still holding the double doors here, finds the first, expect the second, but the trade is there. And it's all up to Hat, still in control room. But he will have to worry about ramp in just a moment. Smoke goes down on the bomb. Ofnu going to be caught in mid-air. Now Hats has all the information in the world. Bomb, it has been smoked, but Zeusy, does he expect Hats to be close in the corner? Not going to hard clear it, still looking at the stairs, and Hats is going to catch him off guard. Headshots aplenty. Great round there from the man right at the end, winning the 1v2. And that is going to be 2 rounds on the board for Order and a reset economy for Chiefs.
But Order only had one alive, so, I mean, the double eco is going to really incentivize Chiefs to buy up into this one, which might give them an in to, just like Order did to them, put them in a really weird position economically. Actually put them on a save if they make these pistols and scout work.
Good timing on the uppers rush, but we'll see if we can make it work. You've got the scout here trying to get damage done through the smoke. Texter's the only man to cop a lot of damage so far. Zeusy rather, trying to hold. Unfortunately for him, it wasn't too juicy. Flash comes in, Tux tries to make a play, but it's all Order. Everyone connecting for them, nothing for the Chiefs. Barely any damage done here. Bomb goes down. Basically, Ofnu and Blitz just wanting to try and get some exits, see if they can get anything done for themselves. The change in momentum favouring Order heavily there. All the men, all the boys going together. Not even trading it out.
Ofnu's have been a bit quiet on the quiet side in this series, but it feels like on the CT side here, he's really stepping up. Texter having some key plays as well.
Fortunately, that was not one of those key plays. Ofnu falling with no armour, just a P250, doing his best job, given the scenario. That is going to be 3 on the board already for Order on their T side, and this is now a great start to the map for them, if they can continue this little drive forward. Looking to get in pole position now. It'll only be 2 more rounds, but here we do see the Chiefs. They are on an eco yet again, so...
The eco's not their only problem. Even if they do buy into the next one, they're going to have, like, what, 4 to 4.5k? No wall, no Molotovs unless they go down to SMGs. The buy's just really not going to be ideal, and with how well Order's been playing with the rotations and taking map control and finding openings and gaps in the defense in these late round XVX situations, the lack of utility could really make it that much easier for Order.
Well, what would you do? Would you go for the half investment here and then another half in the next, or...?
No, you kind of... Particularly with Blitz and his 3k, you're looking at him getting the AWP.
Yep.
But I would be fully acknowledging that, hey, our util's not going to be the best next round, so we need to potentially do some more of, you know, Texter going aggressive towards the outside, Ofnu getting aggressive towards wherever, Tux was pushing in towards radio. Maybe send Blitz over to try to get an opening with that ult, find a key frag. You can't play into the late round against Order because they're looking much better in the late round so far on this T side. And not only that, they're going to have a lot more utility to lean on once you head back towards that post-plant scenario, as you're going to see people on the Chiefs, you know, if it comes down to a 3v3 and lower or something like that, Order's going to have more utility. Chiefs is going to have no kits, so they're going to have to be rushing. It's not going to be easy to convert those late round scenarios, so they need to find themselves a key opening and make it easier for themselves in the next round.
Ali was shut down there right at the end, but I think he only had that UMP anyway, so not a huge amount of damage done to the economy. He's gone for that AWP though, so forcing into that one. He got EMAG as well. I think he got his hands on the AK. I actually just bought up here.
There you go, not a single molly. 2 flashes.
Oh,
not a single kit.
That is what I call a big roughie.
That's what I call they're going to need to hit their shots, and this is a fast one in towards upper. This is Zeus's time to shine, but Blitz has already been lost, and the dive down the vent from Ins, they're going to change up the momentum. It looks like Order now starting to reposition in towards lobby. Maybe they'll go out radio and prod outers.
Oh, but the engagement about to happen. Ints at the ready as well. Offnu not expecting this one. Smoke at the cross. Texter looking for those feet again. Here's the jump. Not going to find anything this time. He's gone fishing. But unfortunately, it's just carp in the bloody water at the moment. Just a bunch of pests. Anyway, Hatsy boy. Going to find one there at secret. But Tux with the 2K. That's huge. Bomb's gone down as well. In a very rough position to be retrieved for Order. Oh, Ali fully flashed off the angle, caught off guard, and Zeusy the aggression, punishing Ali. So now Hats, they were aware of his previous positioning, but Zeusy covering one side as Tux holds the other. But the timing, look at that. Hats rather, I almost call him Zats. Zats whack. Can he get back in the round? Does he go for the AWP? 40 seconds. Both sides being covered. Zeusy though spotting it. Hats can't connect. And Tux with the perfect timing on the peak. 2 men alive, so the economy may just start to build slightly. AWP retrieved as well, so Chiefs. That is going to be the lead retained. 5-4 as Order. Well, their economy's in a good way.
Right. With only 2 alive, although Chiefs will have a better better buy in this round than they did in the last. They're still broke, man.
Worrying, Pilly's actually just getting very emotional about the strategy in the game. Every time he talks about it, he's having a little...
I get a little bit choked up.
That's it. He's all right, though.
Well, neither of these teams doing any choking, really.
Not yet.
Imagine makes his way down into secret. Pretty key position. This is going to be a key duel between him and Offnu in towards lower here. Rest of Order... What's the play, lads? In towards upper. Now that you pulled the rotate, out ramp on the contact and pressure that part. Looks like it.
Bit of a push and pull. Oh, in straight on the crosshair there, but Texter is he going to be able to hold the drop into Vance. He's looking away. Spots the angle, though. Vince goes straight into that one, but Zeph gets the trade through the door. So now we are going to see the drop down. Already down here through secret, but the timing favouring Offnu. Look at that, peaking right at the most important second. And here you go, 3v3. CT's with the HP advantage. Offnu, great reaction time. Zeph caught off guard. Look at the timing on the peak. Ali and Hats now trying to make their way down to sight. But Hats is so low. Decon's been opened. Ali trying to hold in this angle here. Offnu looking to deny the cross. The double doors has been opened. But look at that. The timing on the peak from Zeusy was so optimal there. Ali now in a 1v3. He's found the first, looking for the second. Offnu holds the spray. Ali will go for the re-peak straight back into it. And that is going to be the 6-4 scoreline as Order just, well, couldn't clutch it out. Chiefs, too structured.
Well, that's all Offnu, really.
Offnu, too structured. There you go.
Obviously, Order had like 3 players down in towards lower, and they were sort of not positioned correctly to trade each other, right? And Offnu was just finding all those right timings. He'd bought enough time. He survived, and it's lovely stuff to see. I mean, this man's stepping up hugely. You might say he's not got a huge amount, frag count, but every single one of these kills he's getting is absolutely massive, and he's playing the most key position on the CT side of Nuke. Bit of a team knife there.
Ooh. Unfortunate. Zeffy boy. Copping that one early.
They're just bullying the young guy. Toxic. I used to do the same thing to him though, so I can't really talk.
Look, they're not even in the lead and they're trying to give the Chiefs a handicap.
Yeah.
That's sportsmanship.
Here we go. This uppers execute. Zeusy, what do you got for us?
Nice and early as well. Zeusy, can he hold that molly? forcing him out of position, but Order aren't going to push off it. It has drawn the stack, though. But Tuxie Boy almost out of position. Can he get a frag? No! The flash was just too much. Nuke can't connect either. EMAG down to 40 HP. Does manage to find Insta there, but the bomb is already down on the B site, and there's only Blitz with the AWP to try and deny the plant. This is going to happen straight through Decon. Not just yet. Ali finding Nuke, and that's big pick to get the carries done and dusted. But what a shot from Blitz as well. Expecting Hats there up in control room. Zusi expecting the aggression, but it's going to be Zeph on top. Great trading. Tex to finding the second as well, so it's a 2v1. Blitz quite low, so it is definitely winnable now for Ali. But the Chiefs still need to get on the bomb. Blitz goes down. The defuse is going to be stuck. It was actually Texter going down. Blitz, he gets off the bomb though. Balls of steel from Ali, not to go for the early peak, but the USP is just enough, especially with the headshot. And Chiefs put a 7th on the board. Their economy still taking a damn beating, Pilly.
They're just winning all the clutches again. At least in the middle part of this half. Earlier parts of the half, it felt like it was very much going the way of Order. But now Order, actually a tech pause. Their money wasn't fantastic, right? Because these rounds have come down so close, even though they're winning a couple of them. That really what the main thing is that they could half buy here. They had about 3.7 across the board, or a bit better, which, you know, 8k armor against this buy, it could definitely work, right? You look at what Chiefs had at the end of that one. They could drop one of the guns after winning that one-on-one. Blitz can drop a gun to his teammates. But everyone else on Chiefs, they might be lacking a little bit of cash, a bit of that util. So there's potential there for Chiefs, for Order rather, to buy up off the back of that bomb plant and just try to make something work with the AKs and armor and a little bit of util.
Definitely agree with you there.
But the more consistent approach is probably going to be a half buy to give yourself a decent chance of doing a similar thing. And then also potentially being able to buy into the next one.
If they go for the half buy, even with a bit of utility there, they might be able to push another rush at uppers. It seems to have worked a few times now. It's definitely drawn that attention from the CTs.
They have some great flashes. Like their flashes coming into that upper bomb site. You could see Zusi and Texter are always just like holding each other behind the site full white.
Yep.
Can't see a thing.
Yep. Hold me, brother. Please. Keep me alive. Anyway, well, if it keeps on going like this, we are definitely going to be pushing into the time where Greyhound is supposed to be taking on Athletico. So, we'll see. If any map we were going to see overtime, I reckon it's this one.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. But still pretty back and forth. At the moment, the problem is that none of these rounds have been clean for Chiefs, right? So their money's still pretty bad. And Order now, they're losing close rounds, but they're building up that loss bonus. So they're going to be able to continue to buy into this T-half and get consistent gun rounds on the board. Whereas Chiefs, the second that they lose one of these 1v1s, the second that they lose one of these rounds, they're broke. And they're going to have to save, and they're going to have no loss bonus to lean back on.
100%. And that is where the downfall might be, but, you know, we are going to see that probably happen to Order as well. This economy obviously favouring that kind of situation these days, especially if with that extra round loss bonus that you have, you can keep the economy at bay of your opponents, continue to just take the rifles out of their hands as well. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just waiting for a bit of lag to blow over. One of the players just having slight difficulties, just making sure that he is at his most optimal ping before continuing on with the game because, well, it's a good game as well. You don't want to see it like lost to technical difficulties, essentially.
Game is very, sorry, very important. I got a little bit upset there in the context of the group, right? Because the head-to-head, once, you know, Chiefs or Order potentially win this map, or this series rather, they're going to be put in a prime position to, all right, realistically, can they upset Greyhound? Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know if either of them are looked convincing enough to do so in this series. But as we've often learnt, and as a lot of the bettors have often learnt as well, unfortunately, is that you can't really base how well one of these teams is going to play against a different team based on how they play against each other. Because there's so many mind games, there's so much familiarity in the Oz scene. There's so many matchups that like you would feel like one of these teams wouldn't be able to come away with it, but they have a weird matchup advantage or they have a slight map pool advantage where they can play a map that gives the other team a lot of trouble in a specific way.
And that as well, you know, even though Greyhound are looking like the better team overall in recent times, they don't really slump. compared to other teams, you see other teams get into the slumps all the time. Greyhound, they can slump, but I can't.
Their
remember the
slump
last
is
time they
still
really
like
won.
good enough to beat these teams. That's the problem, really, isn't it? Like,
I guess
they don't even need to play their A game to be the best team in the scene.
Yeah, just
Which is
have
what you usually
Urcast
see from
popping
them.
off. Urcast or Dexter, someone just turning up on the day. You know, you got Malta. Malta's been quite quiet lately. He's had a couple of good games, but
Well, he's like
outside of that,
he's that Tux player, right?
yeah,
He
same
does the dirty
position.
work.
Yeah,
So if he's having a good game, I feel like that
It's
doesn't
when-
lend itself to Greyhound's strengths.
it's when Dick Stacey is not hitting his shots.
Probably. Yeah.
Usually. Ollie boy. Big Sharpie on the best of days, and then, what was it? It was when he got, was it 1 kill? No, it's when they got 1 round that he cheered at IEM. It was when he got 5 kills for the game, and at the end he jumped up and had his hand out to the camera.
Yep.
But good way to celebrate. You know, take the piss, keep everyone happy.
Who was that against?
Oh,
Is that FaZe?
couldn't tell.
I think it might have been FaZe.
Was it FaZe? No, it wasn't FaZe.
I think it was.
Or Mirage? Was that when they beat FaZe? Maybe it was. I think that's when I
I
was...
think they did win that game that he got 5 kills.
No,
Because
I
that's why he was
casted-
celebrating.
I casted that game. Maybe I missed the 5 kill thing.
I don't know.
I'm lost.
Where are we? Who am I?
I think we're in a studio. I think.
Maybe.
It's nice in here though. It's not too cold, not too hot. You feeling the heat? This game. Look. Oh, there's the aircon. Good job, MC. Thanks for that. Keeping us cool there. Although I guess those are the units that pump out all the hot air. So
All the fumes.
getting us sweaty, hot and sweaty gameplay. But it seems we are getting back into the action, ladies and gentlemen. The ping seems to have returned to whoever it was suffering the old technical difficulties.
Name
But
and shame, Mac.
Pardon?
Come on, mate. Name and shame.
I don't know. I couldn't see the ping, mate. It's all right.
I couldn't see it either.
We're living. Whoever it was, they're back. Look, it's probably Tux. He's over in Bendigo. Always seems to have issues. See how it goes. Order. They're going to go for the early bust now, although it's straight down lower. Off new with the cover, though. Standing at the ready.
Big uh-oh. Nice man advantage for Chiefs. Imagine going to try to work his way through out of potentially into Annex to try to keep this round competitive. Keep in mind that Order still have a lot of loss bonus built up, so even if they lose this round, their economy maybe will be a single save and they can buy pistols and armor. Whereas Chiefs, they need to close this one out cleanly to get themselves closer to that 11-4, 10-5 sort of scoreline. Here's the contact into ramp with Imagine just waiting towards Annex.
Oh, but Tuxie boy, he can't hit a thing. That was a shot from Zeph. Looked like the man didn't even stop. Oh, and there was a connection there from the AWP. It was 50 HP done to both, but because it was through the box, it didn't get a single kill. Off new with the mop up, though. Finishing off what his teammate started. So Emag, he has made his way all the way to heaven. And considering Ali is just waiting, biding his time here.
The Chiefs have pieced it into lobby. Zissy's
Yeah.
already in there, cleaning our radio. Tex is in the hut.
Setting up for the retake, so
It.
good positions.
No kits.
But we'll see if Order keep one at heaven. This could be a saving grace. Looks like that seems to be the answer at the moment, Ali. Although, he's spotted, so those toes not going to be hidden. As Texter does make his way out of Squeaky. Wide swing for Emag, but Texter went wider. As well as faster. There goes the defuse, and Chiefs put an 8th on the board. As Order really couldn't get all that damage done off the back of, who was it there? I think it was Offnu down holding that ramp push.
That bomb
3K for
plant's going to enable this AK armor buy, though, again, if they want it. Over on the side of Chiefs, maybe finally starting to string some money together, but it's a big struggle, isn't it, Mac?
It's only one of them too. Look at that. Texter, the only man with over 2K in the bank. Everyone else still with some financial woes.
All right. Smokes and AKs out for Order. Wall of smoke towards outside at the start, and let's see what Order are going to do. They're not going to use that wall of smoke whatsoever. It's pressure onto ramp, which, to be fair, they've had a lot of success picking Tux over here. He does like to keep taking the fight with these players rather than falling off in towards lower.
Oh, caught on the reload. Does get it off, but Oh, he's not going to get the information other than the sound cues, so the rotation is not fully coming out from the CTs just yet. Ramp's going to be held. Tux can't quite find a second. The crosshair was good, but the bullets were not. Texter, on the other hand, isolating the angles perfectly, looking for more. Got the dink onto Zeph, but the trade was there, and that should be the round done and dusted. But Zeph and Ali, last two alive. Blitz's head has been spotted. No, maybe not. Zeph just making a bit of noise. Blitz wanted to go wide. I think he might have spotted the shoulder. No, looks the wrong direction, and it's back to the 2v2. Orp in hand now, Bogdan's Law. So Zeph will pick that one up. Ali watching for the double push that comes in. Swing around the corner. Zeph gets one, but off news there for the trade. Well played from the Chiefs to continue to put these rounds on the board, but the economy still in the bin.
Yeah, but they got the 9 now. And Order, they're probably going to have to half buy in this one, right? Which means that... Oh, actually, the force out from Zeph and everyone else looks like they're saving. So Zeph feeling confident. He wants to win this round for Order.
Hero AK. Could work.
Chiefs' economy is still terrible, like you said, but heading towards the ending parts of this half, they're not going to be too concerned. Unless they lose against these pistols here.
Exactly. And still achieving that main objective of getting the rounds on the board, which is what it comes down to at the end of the day. Everything else just a bit of a sub-goal. Oh, look at that. Tux gives up his position, but he will be joined by his teammate coming in at Mega in just a moment. That's going to be Offnu holding strong there over to control room. 3 CTs here already in Order. Well, looks like they're going to do a bit of backtracking. Zeph will continue to fight with that. AK gets the headshot onto Offnu. Full confidence there going wide. But in the corner, not aware that Texter was close as well. That's going to be the bomb in the hands of the CTs. And in the 2v4, Ince and EMAG have a long way to go, but there's some more timing for Texter. 2k for him so far. Bomb control still fully in their hands. They got Zeusy here covering from the back. EMAG flicks around, hits a nice little 2-tap, but unfortunately for him, Texter's there, ready for the trade. Nice and closely positioned, and Chiefs well on the way to finding 11 CT rounds.
Last round of the half here. Pretty decent buy up from Chiefs. Everything that they could ever want, and it's going to be irrelevant now that their money never really got rolling because they've got 10 rounds on the board looking for their 11th, but this could be Order's chance to get the 5th. Italy over towards Squinky, but Order not going to take that chance. Instead, they've grouped up in towards lobby and maybe potentially looking to go again towards radio, but they're not going to get the opportunity to do so.
Full confidence peaks coming in there from Blitz all the way in Hut with the AWP. Some call him a maniac, some call him a marvellous IGL. Making some decisions and hitting some big shots. So that's the man advantage for the Chiefs, and they've been very good at winning from this position. There was only one real round where they dropped the ball in a 2v4, 2v5, whatever it was. But Zeph now knows that Tux should still be around this area, slowly but surely lurking his way around and just waiting for Tux to make his move. But Tux is actually very good at just holding his ground here, hiding and biding his time. But Order, they've seen it before and they seem to be fully aware. If they clear out that hell area, then, well, Tux might just be found. Zeph going to fully hard clear this one, but he goes straight into the crosshair. Doesn't matter, as it's back to a 3v3. Online CS, Pika's advantage coming into play.
Okay. Not much control of lowers here for Chiefs. Bomb goes down. Key positions are being occupied by Order for the most part. Offnu's going to make his way towards Megaton. Zeusy in towards Decon. And Texter here on the Windows steps. He's going to get that key frag, clear out Zeph. So everyone's trapped on the site now. This is pretty favourable for Chiefs.
Oh, but they might be able to play together. Unfortunately, Ali's spotted out, as is EMAG. Great re-entries as the Chiefs lock an 11th down and heading into the half. That is going to be a 7-round lead, heavily favouring them as we go into the second half. But ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere because we're about to have a whole lot more action on the other side of this break. Hello and welcome back to ESL Pro League, where we're heading into the second half of the third and final map of the best of three between Chiefs and Order. And, well, Chiefs leading the way by a, I guess, arguably decent margin.
Which, I mean, gathered there isn't a lot of data to sort of look at in terms of what I'm about to say, but, like, I guess Chiefs have looked like the more resilient team. So maybe Order... do they have what it takes to sort of come back into this one on the CT side and make it happen?
Well, that's a good question because they definitely didn't overpass, and I thought that they were a pretty good overpass team. And
that's what I sort of thought, right? They kind of rolled over and died, whereas on the map where they front ran on the T side of Inferno, Chiefs actually had that resilience that they needed to make it happen and actually get some rounds and momentum back on the board.
Well, it's definitely not unachievable from Order. You know, it's been done before back in the day when Nuke was heavily CT sided. It still kind of is. I just guess in Australia it usually doesn't look like it. Although here you see today Chiefs pulling 11, and there's every chance for Order to do the same thing. There really is, as long as they get off to the right start.
But you got to look at the context of how Chiefs were picking up those rounds, right? Like, they're winning all these clutches. Every single 1v1's going their way, apart from in the earlier parts of the half. And that whole CT half, Chiefs' economy was just on the point of breaking, right? They always had $0 to fall back on in the bank, but they still just kept getting those rounds on the board. They won every clutch. Now that's given them a good wealth of rounds to play with on this CT side. So moving into their T side, which usually looks pretty strong, I'm pretty worried for Order because they've been the less resilient of the two teams, and I know that Chiefs has a strong T side. It's going to take a big digging deep from these players on Order, but you have to say that some of the lads looking pretty sharp, Zeph and Ali in particular.
Yeah, the Order players by any means, like, they are looking very good. They've been hitting some crazy shots. Everyone, you know, Emag as well, not looking too bad. He's hit a couple, unfortunately, had a couple of situations where things didn't go quite right for him, especially, you know, the very first pistol, managed to get behind everyone. But the Chiefs, their setup was literally covering every single angle, and he took a little bit too long. Wanted to try and bite off more than he could chew, but here we are. Second half is live, and Order need to make this comeback if they want any chance of going to the finals.
Similar, as we said, for the Chiefs as well. You can see them get this CT pistol, get their economy off to a good start. Molly actually misses.
But a big bust over onto the A site. Zeph and Ali, the men you were talking about, holding strong so far, but the wrap comes out. Zeusy connecting, and the bomb should be able to at least be planted. Man advantage, though, for Order, so setting up for the retake seems to be the play. Int's going to be dinked through the smoke there, down to 11 HP.
Kits here on the CT, so they need to get a wriggle on, but these last two players don't even have armor.
Oh, it was Int survived that. The P250 barely doing enough damage, but Tux and Blitz. Oh, Tux goes for the knife as he runs out of bullets. And the retake will be successful. Tux going to be punished, as is Blitz, who couldn't hit his shot. Great retake there. Emag and Ali with a 2k each. Zeph with a singular. And plenty of time to defuse this bomb. So Order, this is just what they need to get back in the game.
Exactly the same situation as them that it was for Chiefs, except that they have a lot of a scoreline to chase down. At least they will get the opportunity to do so as they buy up into this one. Need to see them keep their economy pretty rock solid, to be honest. That's going to be a little bit harder because Chiefs actually, I thought because they had a bit of extra money that they were going to buy some deagles or potentially make a bit of an investment into this round, but they are just full saving, which probably leads itself for you to believe that they're pretty confident in their gun rounds, right?
Yeah, you'd assume so. Hoping that they can get that extra utility, get some extra work done. Big wide swing there, drawing the cross there. And now, let's put the Chiefs on the line. Unfortunately, Ali there with the Aug is just going to have too much range. Trying to cover as well all the way back there. And he will find a third there onto Zeusy. Emag and Ints also cleaning up with a singular right at the end. But Order now 2 in a row. Great start to the second half. And only 5 in the deficit over the Chiefs. But here you can see the buy is coming into play. Chiefs with rifles on everyone. Blitz even with that AWP. So there's the theory of not buying up anything in the previous full utility to play with. And now they can go for a hard exi anywhere.
Smokes on towards outside, and it's the same sort of take that we were looking at before. This is Stralis sort of outside take, although they have added the warehouse smoke, and they're going to make their way very quickly in towards ladder base. So a bit of a set play coming out for the Chiefs.
Oh.
I don't know if Order's ready for this pace being set here. Alistair's in the key position, obviously, but if he goes down, make things a lot harder. Hats is going to get the first frag, though, and they might not expect multiple players here for the Chiefs. They might have just thought that Alfno's been the man who's been sent on a mission and that everybody else is not really involved, but these frags go in the way of Order are massive. They're winning every duel here, playing all the perfect angles.
The timing was almost so perfect there for Texter, but he just took that little bit too long, and Ali flicked around at the right time. So it's Zeusy and Blitz in a 2v5, and we saw Order win from this position in the first half. We'll see if the Chiefs can do it better. One man down on the side of 8. Emag here just holding with the Molotov, looking to dump it at the most opportune time, but he's going to commit to the fight instead. Crab walking on the off angle, catches Blitz off guard, who goes to the pre-aim. Zeusy as well, found by Hats there. And that's going to be the 7th round now on the board for Order, but Chiefs still leading by 4.
They are, but you look at the money on the CT side, and it feels much more in reaching distance here for Order, doesn't it?
It echoes what we saw over on Inferno. But they just managed that economy so well at the start of their T side. Fat stacks all the way through. But speaking of fat stacks, no, I thought we were going to see a fat frag. Ali off the line. The smoke fucking comes out at the right time. But Texter now just leading the charge all the way down with the CZ. No stopping this man, except it's going to be Emag. He's going to put the brakes on. Tux as well with the P250 there, trying to find the angle. Looking for more. Hats as well. Clearing out lower. It's going to be a 1v4 if Chiefs do go for the bust. It's 4v4 overall, but everyone else so far away. You can see Ali slowly but surely coming down towards Megad there with the AWP. But he still has to try and find an angle. Utility going to be used, so that angle will be denied at the moment. Hats in the corner. He's going to be spotted. Too sure what's going on right now. Hats finds it, tries to flick around and find Tux, but it's going to be Zeusy getting the damage done to Ali as well, finding one, so it's a 2v3. Man advantage still favouring Order at the moment.
Good utility on Zeusy though. He can get back off the site and even drop a Molotov in towards the late round, but Inns is going to win the fight onto Blitz, and mollied out of position here is Zeusy. That's going to be all she wrote. A lot of damage done to Order there, but with their good economy, they're going to feel a little bit better about that overall.
Decent
and Chiefs, there was a decent amount invested into that round, right, to get that damage done.
Oh yeah, huge amount.
But they've got a lot of loss spenders to lean back on, and so their cash is absolutely out of control here. And Order, they still got 3 rounds to even things up. And Chiefs, they can just continue to buy and continue to buy and continue to buy because they have got all that loss bonus built up and they're pretty consistently getting those bomb plants. And they always just have a little bit of extra money in the bank, right? Because they're being so responsible with their money. They're not buying those extra deagles or extra sets of armor. Here we go. It's going to be the play out towards upper. Smoke's being thrown out towards outside. And now here comes the hit in towards upper.
Can Order hold Zeph in a crucial position. He will draw enough attention, but is the second frag there. Instant EMAG hitting their shots, coming through the smoke dry, and EMAG finds another, almost the third as well. Blitz on 28 HP, going to stand on the edge of the Molotov, will be tagged down, finds one more, being Alice there, but Inst is on the trade game. Good damage done to Order's economy, but they are well on the comeback train. 5 in a row.
They are. Another buy round coming out for Chiefs. Full max loss bonus, but now economy's starting to look, I guess it's still alright, including the loss bonus if they can get that bomb plant. Like you said, over on the side of Order, I think for the most part they're alright, but those two players that you'd be looking at would be Zeph and Imagine. They're starting to run out of cash, right? So that's going to be guns dropped, which means that one more gun round, if they lose this one for Order, will pretty much take what they have left of their money. Chiefs, pretty slow approach. Smokes towards outside, and they're going to creep their way over. No one in lower for Order right now.
They don't need it. No one has crossed. You've had Ali with eyes fully on that secret area, waiting for the cross. No smokes used just yet, but here they come, it seems. Very deep as well. Ali might be able to spot something over the top. Looks like he's just going to hold that smoke push instead.
Very cool from Chiefs. Just throwing those smokes towards outside to deny information for Order, and then just walking back towards lobby and try to play with the rotations of Order has worked perfectly. Imagine's gone down towards lower. Offnu's in a pretty key position where he can find a timing, and the rest of Chiefs, with 48 seconds still to go, are going to start to make their way in towards upper.
Might have put some players in some odd positions as well, but Vince is going to fight for his life. Finds the angle on the edge of the smoke. Goes down, continues fighting over the Molotov, but it's going to be Texter to get the trade. Zusi as well on the entry. Ali very invested up at heaven, but now he's just looking to stay alive, jiggling, drawing attention. Blitz is going to come away with his life there. Bomb still in play. They know exactly where one of these two men are. Hats as well at up as it's a 2v4, 20 seconds. Bomb should be able to be planted here. Covers there for the tease, but now Ali, he's going to shoot. Looks like with the 2 rifles saved, or should easily be able to buy into the next, but Ali's going to be caught off guard. There goes the AWP spray coming out from Offnu over the top of the box. He will find the head of Hats. And with 4 rifles alive now, this is looking good for the Chiefs to finally get a few strung together.
Order, they can buy into this one. 2 guns dropped over from Hats and Ali, and they'll be totally fine. But they are definitely going to run out of money if they choose to do so. Looks like a pause is going to come out. Very good time, efficient time management there. Waited for it to tick down to 1 second and then called the tactical pause. Definitely haven't been in a scenario where I accidentally did an F1 in the last second and we went into the gun round with like 25 seconds too late.
Yeah.
Definitely hasn't happened to me.
Definitely.
That's where the value of someone like Elmer Putty comes in, right? Because he can press that button at the last second on the vote. You know, that's what he's there for. Premium timeout timing, maximizing your seconds to talk about strategy.
Does a coach have to press F1 as
I
well?
don't think he even presses anything, so
I don't think there's a chance in the coach slot, mate.
Probably not.
Oh,
Let's just pretend that that's his job, among many other things.
Time management, key here. Now once again, into the 22nd round, Chiefs going to throw a lot of smoke over towards Outers again, looking for full control. Then the rest of the boys grouping up behind this smoke at ramp, so it's up to Hats and Zeph to try and hold. Actually, Zeph's over towards A site. It's all up to Hats now. Flash comes in. And he, dirty dink onto Offnu, 3 HP remaining. Great damage done, Texter forced to EMAG as well over towards Annex. Ali will get a nice little pick with the AWP. Ramp control fully in the hands of the Chiefs currently. Waiting for Order to make a mistake, but no mistakes made just yet.
every single gun that Chiefs takes away from Order here is massive in terms of the economy. I don't know if they have a good chance of winning this round.
With Hats. He's going to do his best to try and hold the B site. Emag in a similar position. The smoke is there, and looks like he's going to decide to try and play for the retake. Didn't want to bite off more than he could chew. Chiefs seem to be aware that Order have been loving the smoke pushes so far. Ali, I don't know if he spotted the toes coming down the stairs there either. Oh, there we go. Nice little shot. The bust through double door is going to be denied by Ince, and there goes the round. So Order hitting double digits now and starting to formulate the comeback. 10-12 as we head into the 23rd round.
Chiefs, though, can buy up into this one pretty comfortably. Blitz wants that AWP, who'll have to ask somebody else for it, but apart from that, things looking totally fine. That was a great, clean round out of Order, though. Only one gun lost. So they're going to start to build up a little bit of cash. 4K on Alistair and Zeph, or Zeph buys a util there rather, so 4K on Alistair, 2 to 3K on everybody else, except the Hats.
The man that died, as opposed to the man that lived, who used to be on Order. Big old Renegades boy now. Now look at this, changing momentum. Ofnu going to Annex early. Emag fully blinded. Nice flash there into the Molotov, and he's going to get a second entry as well. The man's on fire so far. Ince, he has to try to make something happen. Zep stuck down on site. There goes the bomb though, stuck in hut for a moment, but it's going to be smoked off, so Chiefs will be allowed to retrieve it. Ince finds another as well. Great nade, huge damage there onto Blitz. Down to 44 HP, make it 10 as the other one comes across the top. Great utility usage from Order in this round. Zep's going to be found, but Hats, he's going to get the trade straight back, so it's a 2v1. And Blitz is only on 7 HP, so if this man can clutch it, that will be huge. Much like his beard. He's not going to do it, because Hats is perfectly posted on the line. Chops that beard off, says, nah, not today. We're going to the butchers, as opposed to the hairdressers. Slicing him up. Look at these entries. It was huge from Ofnu, dude.
He's, I mean, yeah, he is just hard carrying Chiefs, right? So many key rounds on the CT side. T side, the man's going crazy. I was asking where he was on the other two maps, but this map in particular, back in that carry form that we saw him when they were playing against Fnatic. All the smoke's on outside for Chiefs. They make their way down towards Secret. Imagine lies in wait, drops the smoke, and it'll slow down the progress here for Chiefs.
Oh, it's in that sort of position as well where if Chiefs take an extra step than they need to right here, Emag's going to have every advantage possible. It's just shallow enough. The Chiefs happy just to hold their ground, slowly playing contact though. Emag in such a sneaky corner. We'll see if it works out. Very close range engagement. Looks like he's going to be checked. Texter's movements key here, and he's going to get the entry. Emag too slow on the trigger. Held for too long. 5v4 that. Has to try to buy time by dumping all that utility, trying to deny that bomb plant straight through the smoke though. Ofnu, he's so low, but it's going to be Zeusy to cover. And in the 2v5, it looks like Order may just be going for the save already. Although Hats, he's going to do his best job at denying the save of a couple of rifles. 13 in the bag for Chiefs if they clutch it, but the angle from Ofnu is disgusting. And Ali just happy to keep his mitts on the AWP.
Running pretty bad on Zeph and Emag. The others can definitely buy. They could string together a buy here, potentially on Order. Valley drops a gun over. One of them will have to make do with a pistol or something like that. Chiefs 5 alive, man. They're looking scary. Ofnu is popping off and really dragging them through this T side with these sharp entries. Creating so much space for the rest of the team to come in those post plants and be able to get into the game, right?
That's what it's all about. 3 rounds away from victory. Chiefs, surely the confidence is there after that round win. In Order, they've gone for the gamble. They are going to have light utility here in the 25th. Looking to continue the comeback, hoping to catch the Chiefs off guard. But that's been a tall order. The Chiefs have been looking very good here on Nuke.
Last wall of smokes towards outside. Chiefs going to make their way down Secret, and again, it's Imagine in position. Problem is that Order, they don't really have the utility. So Imagine can't slow them down coming in towards that secret area. Tuck's just playing that lurk roll again, trying to find anyone going aggressive into lobby, and he might be given a frag here if he finds the right timing. Jump spot out from EMAC, does see the T's coming in.
Interesting. Hats will peek off the information as well. That's 2 for him, 1 for EMAG, who's gone down. But it's a 2v3 now as Blitz and Tux both find a frag as well. Tux finding Zeph, who had full control of radio. But the Patience reaping some rewards. As now Blitz is looking to reroute and make his way up towards the A site. Hats just hiding in the corner. Waiting for anything to happen down at B. You got Ali with that AWP up towards the A site as well. Smoke at Annex. Does Ali hold the vent push? He's gotten off the line, but I think his scope might have been seen. Molotov might force him back. He's going to get aggressive, though, and come out with 1, but he's lost his life as his movement was bad through the doorway, but it's a 2v1 still, so let's see if Order make this force by work. Molly forcing Blitz to get aggressive. He's trying and hoping that the Molly doesn't spread. Oh, he's getting so fortunate here right behind it. Ince and Hats going together, but it's going to be Ince who's sharper on the day right now. Blitz just too slow on the trigger. And that is going to be 12 rounds in the bag. They're going to go for the boost to grab that AWP as well. Great teamwork, knowing that the economy is in the bin for the boys.
If they can find it. For his Chiefs, right? They're still going to be able to buy 2 to 3 gun rounds in a row, whereas Order, that's not a convincing looking amount of money.
Yeah, look, you're right. That is very much not convincing, but they have managed to keep that comeback alive. No match point for Chiefs just yet. Not even on the edge of it. It's 2 away still. So Order making a great call there to at least keep some extra rounds on the board, but we are going to see the Chiefs heading towards out as early.
Ooh, Ali throws the molly on top of Hart and then peeks in front of it. So the sound cue will be there for whoever's in lobby, that is Tux. Oh. That's given the opening for Ali to get the pick. That's very creative from the man. The rest of Chiefs are going straight down lower though. Hats is already in towards dark here.
Big brain Pilly. Big eyes too.
It wasn't me that did it, it was Ali. Big brain Ali.
Big brain Ali.
Fight the game for himself as well.
Oh, Hats just playing over in dark on lower. He's going to be spotted. Instant Mega may just draw enough attention, but he's going to be mollied off. Oh, peeks out. Gets the pick as well. Just for a couple of ticks of damage from that Molotov. Util coming out everywhere. They should be aware that Hats is the B player and will be down here somewhere. But Hats going to try and deny the cross. There is the peek. There's the info, though, for the Chiefs. He's going to be flushed out. But Ince will get the trade. It's back to a 2v4. Blitz and Offnu, 2 of the sharper gamers for the Chiefs at the moment. Timing almost making Blitz lose his life as the jiggle came out from Ince, who's looking for more, but he's going to be spotted. Comes away. Damage traded, but it's going to favour Order as Ince will finish off Blitz. It's up to Offnu, who's been key for the lead so far. 2K.
Oh my God.
As well. How's he done it from this position as well? That is ridiculous. Bomb pretty much planted for him. He just has to hide it by the time of the rotation. No, look at that. He swings wide, catches Ali off guard.
Okay.
And we are going to see Offnu winning a 1v4 to put Chiefs on 14 rounds.
And look at Order's economy off the back of that. Could you have a higher impact in this game, Offnu? He wins that clutch in a 1v4, breaks the opponent's economy on the 14th round to give you match point. Literally could not have been better from Offnu.
Speak about just the best possible decision-making at the most crucial time.
That's it. And
this man's done it. Order. You thought that they could have played that a little bit better together. Unfortunately, Offnu's a god. We theory crafted that, you know, he had a great first game and then had a not the best second game.
It was a sort of, he was contributing along with the rest of Chiefs on that first map. It was pretty one-sided, right? It's not like he blew anyone out of the server. Second game, not the best, but third map. Back to that 30 bomb Offnu that we saw at Sydney.
The new god.
Pause coming out.
Oh, there you go. Back-to-back tactical pauses. Order took one, then Chiefs straight off the back took another.
Tack to tack.
Tack to tack, back-to-back. What do you know? Well, it seems that someone's not ready. They're getting ready to figure out what they need to do. Maybe letting that salt sit in the wound of Order just for a moment.
They brought up into this one.
Order have. There you go. So Order going all in, trying to make it work in regulation. There's the 2. Gets the 3rd as well. Beautiful crosshair placement. Great read on Zeph's position. Look at this flash as well. Straight up on top of the rafters. Easy to peek with. And the brain on this man is huge. And that's going to be a 2-round lead for the Chiefs. Still need 1 more to put themselves on match point here in the best of 3.
Have to be a pretty major misplay here from Chiefs to not come away with this one. And here's that Astralis outside control. Tux is lining up this smoke on towards the window. There's the molly into heaven. He's just going to use this to take outside. Molly in towards secret. Probably a smoke on Annex. And what can Order do about this? Well, with pistols, nothing. They can't contest it at all. This is just free map control here for Chiefs. They're doing everything that they need to do. These players coming out from Order, though, they've taken the lobby. They pushed into it. Tux seems pretty well aware of this. Chiefs just fully giving it up.
Oh, good movement from Ali, just to barely stay alive given that situation. Now, the Chiefs are aware that Order have gotten very aggressive. And the backstab's coming in all the way up heaven as well, so the push and pull effect coming into full force now. A bit of a noise going to be made at heaven. Seems that Hats is able to give that information. But can he find the perfect position? Can he give them the flank? Can he catch him off guard? Although he's trying to work the angle. Offnu goes back. The brain on this man covering everything. Tux will find Ali. And now Offnu still here at AC. Just waiting for something to happen. Hats working the angle. Oh, he's wasting so much time trying to find Offnu, though, who's not making a mistake. The positioning so crucial. Blitz watching the ladder push, and it's up to Hats in a 1v4. He had so much information, but Offnu's just playing with him. Not even on purpose, and nothing's going to come from it, except now Chiefs are about to take match point 15-12 off the back of a little bit of ring around the rosy there, up towards heaven.
Another force out of Order, because obviously they're going to lose if they don't win with the pistol armor and util. Safety helmets and glasses must be worn, Mac.
Well, we got the glasses. I don't know if they're safe. Quite dangerous. A couple of scratches on them, so my eyes seem to be still going pretty well. Helmets, however, are Order even going to be able to afford them? That's the big question. Don't think so. Not off the back of the force, which literally did nothing to Chiefs there. An unstoppable force. The aggression got them so much information, but then Chiefs just made every correct decision to deal with it.
Maybe that's what you call a force by like that. A very stoppable force.
A very stoppable force.
Very flaccid force.
Okay. Let that one sink in a little bit.
See Alistair pick up the scout, maybe? Could do something. He's going to go for the dig and util. Alright. Well, this is Chiefs' game to win, right? Same as last round. We just run this map control. Nothing that Order can really do about it. No one towards outer from Order. They're doubling into lowers very early on here. That's the risk they're going to take.
Hoping that Chiefs go back on that crutch of going through secret. Like they have time and time again, but it has been rather quite successful for them. So see if a couple of pistols is all it's going to take to hold this piece of the map. But once again, Chiefs, they're going to go all the way around. Potentially just head back into Annex. Ince in a key position to deny the push.
And the outside control from Chiefs. Ooh. Actually, that Annex smoke was missed.
Ince could get some info here. I think he spotted some toes coming in towards Annex. Drops off. Tries to play Tetris. We'll actually fix that smoke for the Chiefs too. Look at that. Slight little gap. Zeusy in a good position to punish. Does Ince want to go through though? Once again, everyone heading up the heaven. So Hats, this time in a better position to hold. But the jump will probably come across again. We saw it before. We'll see it again. Oh, Texter with the angle, though. We'll find a crouching Hats, no hidden Tiger. For the entry, he's going to take down Zeph. It's a 3v5 now. Ince needs to go huge. I think that was a bit of team damage coming in. Zeusy find one of the alley, but the trade is there from Emag. Tux takes down Ince, and now it's all up to the IGL in a 1v4 to keep the dream alive. Needs to connect here, but it's blitzed the opposing IGL to clutch it out, and Order just couldn't make the comeback work.